I was talking about how, like, so my auntie, she was telling me about this show that Toya and Tiny had back in the day. This was before the Family
Oh,
Hustle.
I love that show. It was on BET.
Okay, did you see the episode? My auntie said there was an episode. This is when T.I. was in jail. And she said there was an episode where Tiny was out at a party and T.I.
A
called her from
sleepover.
jail and told her she had to go home.
Yes, girl, and he was dead. Listen, he was dead ass, girl. He was mad. Like I could tell that relationship. He is a very like misogynistic, uh, controlling type of dude. Like he was. I mean, like fussing on that phone,
Girl,
and I was like, ugh.
it could have been me because I would have been like, sir, is this not past your bedtime? Ain't you supposed to be in the bed? You not finna call me and tell me what I can and cannot do when another man is telling you when you can and cannot wipe your ass. Are you
Listen.
crazy? Are you
Well,
crazy?
Tiny. I mean, she's a sweetheart. I could tell she's a sweetheart, but I could tell, she's fine with that. That's not for me.
Tiny a little bit slow to me. I'm sorry. She a little bit slow. It's giving Krishan without all the drama.
Oh,
That's what they give me. They're giving like they're giving Blueface and Krishan if they had some sense. You
yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
they have the drama, girl. It's just not as out in the forefront. We see peaks here and there, right, of
Yes.
their drama. Because remember when Ti was like backstage and that actress came backstage and he like slapped her butt and she was sitting up next to him. I don't know if you saw that, but it was this actress
No,
that was on one of them church TV shows or whatever,
not the
and he was
church.
just yeah, girl, and he was backstage and you know how you can tell when people are like real comfortable with each other, like this ain't the
Mm-hmm.
first time he done slap your ass. You know what I'm saying? And so like literally he like slapped their ass or whatever, and she sat next to him, was just like, oh, okay. And then they like look into the phone, and that made it to like the shade room, a few years ago. And
Remember Bernice?
Bernice was antagonizing her too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they have mess. They just she's not like Krishan. So like you said, like it's like they know how to kind of contain it a little bit, but they got some messiness too. Yeah.
Drama.
And
Let me tell
drama.
you what it is with Ti. Ti is short. I think Ti is like five
5'9",
nine.
8.
You know they always add an extra inch. 5'9" with Jordans. I always subtract at least an inch.
You got to, because listen, girl, there was a joke I had to tell. I think I was telling AP. I was like, see, people people be like, why are girls that are 5'9" so much taller than guys that are 5'9"? And they're like, and then this girl replied and she's like, because the girls are telling the truth.
Yes, they be lying. They be lying, girl. So we're gonna say 5'8". He 5'8".
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a little guy. And I ain't saying he went that dude back in the day. I ain't saying
Yeah.
that. But when you grow up short, hell, I don't care how much money and fame you get later on, it's gonna affect your psyche. I'm
Yeah, it
sorry.
is.
And when I say short, I'm talking about below average height. Okay. Because to me,
For
like
a man.
it's
Yeah.
not just to me. Anything 5'11", that's average height. You don't gotta be
Hmm.
6'5", 6'9". I'm not on here with all that, right?
Right.
But
Right.
like 5'8" for a man, that's short. I'm 5'7". You feel me? So
Girl,
um
you taller than I thought you were.
mhm. I just look a little bit. I don't well in person I look taller. You gotta
Okay,
be
like I'm
like
5'9", so like I'm still taller than you. I just thought you were like,
yeah.
maybe like 5'5" ish or something like that.
Mm-mm, no,
Okay.
no.
My girl
Um
got the legs.
yeah, yeah. But he what was I saying? He like I think he just kind of was insecure. When you grow up short, you're insecure. So you
Yeah.
go get what's safe. So he went and got Tiny. And like I said, Tiny not ugly. She just not Hollywood looking. Okay. In my opinion, people
Yeah.
might think differently. To
No,
me,
I think
she
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 messed her stuff up. She was fine before she started doing
she
whatever
looked
she started
way
doing.
better. She looked
Hmm.
way better. But then you got to understand when they were out in the skate, you had people talking bad about the way they looked and things like that.
Yeah.
Which in my opinion, that Candy has aged really well.
I mean,
Um,
yeah.
she
She's
looked
gotten
good.
prettier. Yeah.
She's gotten prettier over the years.
Hmm.
So you have people who have like picked at her self-esteem. He got low self-esteem. I think this is a situation where Tiny got with her as the anchor wife, the girlfriend that thinks he's the prize. So she's not going anywhere. for a long time, she put her career to the backdrop while he was on. And so it's kind of like a woman that got that kind of low self-esteem who feels like I did the best I can possibly do in life.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't going nowhere. And men like
Yeah.
that notice. So guess what? Tiny goes and Ti goes and cheats with who he really wants, and he does it at no personal risk or cost to him because Tiny's
Mm-hmm.
not going anywhere. Even if those women do hurt his feelings, he don't feel like he getting played because he got a wife anyway.
She is ready. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like she's waiting. Like, okay, when you done having fun, I'm here, baby.
yeah. So it's like he can go deal with the Bernices and all the really fine women so
Yeah.
long as Tiny is there and able to go make him feel good about himself when these other women let him know, nigga, you ain't shit. And move around. That's how that go. That's really how that
Yeah.
goes.
Unfortunately,
That's really
she
how that
seems
goes.
really sweet to me and like real loyal. So it sucks, but she is like a lot of us where there's that self-esteem thing like you said, and like, well, this is the best I can do, or my family, whatever. Women will find different reasons to stay
Mm-hmm.
in a situation, and we'll talk ourselves into it no matter what, even if we play like we gonna leave. Sometimes we don't. Even Snoop wife, same
Girl,
thing,
I'm gonna
you
talk
know.
myself out the damn situation so fast. Girl, it be harder for me to try to talk myself into dealing with it. Cause
Yeah.
I will sit here and be like, bitch, I can't go out like that. Like, oh hell no.
See, that's
Girl,
good.
I'm a Gemini. So the back and forth
Yeah.
I be having in my head be wow. Hell
You
no.
smart
Just
girl.
know as soon as I bring up an issue to you as a man, any man, whoever want to date me, deal with me.
Yeah.
If I bring some up to you, just know the relationship over. We had to break up. Just know it's done.
I
It's
just need
done.
you to just know that, honey.
If I done told you something don't feel right or don't sit right with, just know it's done. It's over. It's
Yeah.
a wrap at that point. Okay, ain't no working it out. Mariah, I'm worth 10 acres. Come up and out that purse. Boy, stop. You ain't never got that good.
He's so crazy.
Hold on. Sultry said something because I said Diddy wasn't ugly. Girl, I mean, he not. You ain't seen worse.
I mean, he's not like repulsive. Like, listen, we're not gonna be jumping for joy if he tried to talk to us.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have money or nothing like that, but he's not disgusting. Like, he's just like a regular, funny looking dude. I don't know.
I think dustier.
Yeah.
I seen, okay, let me say this. A man like Diddy, I would not go for him. But a man
Yeah.
like Diddy, as long as he
Mm.
keep a nice haircut, he keep a
If he can learn to keep that mouth closed, child, because
keep a
that
nice,
mouth. Hmm.
keep a good attitude, keep a job.
Yeah. Yeah, you better not raise your voice, you ugly ass nigga.
Ain't nobody gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, you done got with this ugly dude." They'll be like,
Right.
"Oh, he's a good man. He's a good if he's doing
He's
what
a
he's
good
supposed to
man,
do.
Savannah.
He's a good man." What up, Cha Cha? Good
Hey,
to see you,
Cha-Cha.
sis. Okay, so Sultry says you're so funny. The first Blueface and Krishan, girl, they were, and we ain't
It's
even know
perfect.
it.
It's
We ain't even
perfect.
know it.
The only thing is, we just never got to see physical abuse, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
know they have drama, and it's ghetto drama of back and forth. Who's sleeping with who, messing with who. You lied to me. You did it. We
So
know it.
ratchet.
Yeah.
So ratchet. And
Yeah.
again, the only reason why it's not even more ratchet is because I don't think that T.I. goes and cheats with Dusty's.
And I think it's generational, right? It's like they're
Mm-hmm.
more. We're a little older, so it's like we didn't put everything on social media the way these young people do.
Yes, and that's another
You
thing that's getting these men caught up. They're going and dealing with women that are much younger than them. But from what
Mhm.
I gather, what it looked like, T, I like to deal with real grown women.
Yes, yes.
Bernice is their age. So it's to the point
Hmm.
where he's dealing with grown women who don't want their name all out there like that.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
he not pulling a Shannon Sharp and going and get him a little 18, 19-year-old,
It's
because that's
true,
gonna
and
change the game. That
that's
generation
gonna
puts
change everything.
everything on social media.
Everything, and like with us, as a woman, our reputation will take the hit. The married man's reputation ain't gonna take the hit. The
Girl,
woman
that
that's
would
dealing
be
with him takes the hit. And that's why it's like, no, keep me out of it.
Girl, that would be the only thing that would keep me from just blasting a dude. My
Yeah.
reputation, because
Yeah.
I could see why a woman would get mad, depending on the
Hmm.
situation. It depends on the situation. Like I
Yes.
feel like it's not right if you knew a man was married to begin with,
Hmm.
and he like let it be known up front, I'm married, I'm not leaving. I don't feel like it's right for you to like willingly go engage in that type of situation and then you
Yeah.
want to put it on blast. But
Right.
what
Like
if
you
it's
knew
in
what it was.
you knew what it was, but like again, you gotta go through the game to get the game. What if it's a situation where the man lied to you? The dude said he was single, played like he was single. It's men that will
That
paint a whole
happens.
picture. They will go get a whole apartment by themselves and make
Yeah.
them look single. Like
That's true.
it's
And where you can
men
come and go as you please. And so of course they seem single to you.
exactly.
Yeah.
And or they told you like, or let's say they pretended to be single, you found out they were married, but then they started being like, oh, lying, oh, we're breaking up, this and that. And yeah, I mean, if you go through it, then you be like, not to believe that. But the lies and schemes these men be coming up with be so elaborate. How would you not be pissed off? Like,
Listen,
how
and the
would you not feel
gaslighting.
played?
So sometimes it's
Gaslit.
you can see a woman losing her stuff and just like letting have. But that's why we say like when you really think about it though, it's like I don't want the world to see me as this kind of person or this kind of woman because they're not going to understand. They're going to
Yeah,
see me as the bad guy.
they not gonna see like, dang, I just kind of got caught up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
uh, hold on, Mariah and Binky are cozy owns a Swisher Sweet. What that mean? You trying to say
Will
my lips black?
he over here roasting us. I swear, 3G's energy.
Girl,
Yeah,
what
I
he
guess
say? What he mean? What you trying to say?
guess we ghetto or something.
We get no, don't do that.
Don't do
Don't do
us, Will.
that. Okay. Why you say Ti got low self esteem? Cause he's
Mm.
short. I don't know too many men that short that got a high self
That
esteem.
answer came so fast. You didn't even pause and take a breath. You was like, "You short."
Cause he's short. It's true. I'm going based off of the stuff he does too. I'm going
Mhm.
based off of the stuff he does. First of all, you can't have high self esteem and you running through women the way he run through women. You don't care about yourself, your health at that point.
It's got
But
to be
still, like
fun.
if you be around short dudes, I ain't never really met no short dude that has a super high self esteem and confidence,
It's
and
fake confidence
it be fake.
usually,
Usually, you get to know
right?
women, be around them, it be fake.
They're so insecure about it. I used to love Ti though. You know, it's so funny.
I,
Let me say
I like
this.
his music. Yeah.
I used to, I girl, no, I used to have a crush on Ti. Like on my MySpace page, he
Yeah.
was the background at one point. Like, and I had little money signs raining down, and one of his songs was playing. I don't know if it was ASAP. Something was playing, girl. But I
Yeah.
used to love Ti. I was like, I'm gonna get with him. Like he fine to me, but I knew he
What?
was
He's
short.
handsome. He
Yeah, he's
was.
real handsome, and it's like his voice and his accent used to be so sexy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what used to piss me off? Ti was my favorite rapper in the 2010s. And some of y'all might get upset and some of y'all might disagree with me. But I used to hate how people used to like, even to this day, people give Wayne way more shine and credit than they give Ti. And like, did
Yeah,
y'all forget that Ti was beating out Lil Wayne for them BT awards?
he really
Sure
was.
he was. The only thing that stopped Ti is that he couldn't stay out of jail. It was that second stint in jail that it did it for
It
him.
slowed him
It
real
slowed
down.
him
Yeah, yeah,
all
it
the way.
did.
Then he came out. He still had a chance. He put out Paper Trail when he
Yep.
got out of jail that first time, and then it was like, bruh, you went back again. It's like you're losing relevancy
All
now.
your momentum just like halted. Like, cause I
Gone.
remember, I don't know if it was that first thing or the second one where the Top Back song came out, right? And the remix,
Yeah.
and he got a deal with Chevy, I think, because he was rapping about Chevy Impalas. I think he ended up losing a lot of money because of that. Like
Girl,
right
that's
when
my
that happened.
song.
That's my
I'm the
song too.
man in my city. Ain't nobody fucking with me. You can ask the real niggas and all
And
the
all
bad
the,
bitches.
yeah.
My
Listen.
song.
Oh
Girl, they
my
don't even
God.
make rappers like that no more. I'm
No, they
sorry.
don't.
They don't make rappers
Whew,
like that. So yeah,
I
I'm
just got
definitely
chills.
gonna like, man, you can still play that music to today, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm not taking away from his talent and the
Yeah.
music. And again, he's out here dealing with these grown women. You know, it ain't like he
Yeah.
out here with children. They out here being nasty and freaky and doing all that with grown women. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna let him have that. I just think I don't agree with Tiny not being there as a mother to her kids like she should have because she running it behind him. Ti got an excuse to be on the road. He the breadwinner of the family. Ma'am,
Right.
go sit down with your kids. You
Yeah, because you
know,
can't control him. So what you trying to be up under him for anyway?
those type of women be so delusional because they really
They
feel
do.
like if I let this man have, if I invite other women into the bedrooms and we have threesomes that like, and it's like, girl, he's still having other outside relationships. So I don't even know why you
Yeah.
indulge in that.
It don't
You
matter.
know,
Like, why are you getting down with the women? Like, you becoming more open sexually is not going to make him be like, okay, I'm gonna only do it within these parameters because I
girl,
respect you.
that ain't how
What?
that shit. That ain't how that goes. Because men don't like to be controlled.
No, they
First
don't.
and foremost. So just them feeling like you telling them what they can and cannot do. That's not no. That's just to make you feel. That's just because the dude freaking. He want to see two women. He want to see you do some freaky stuff, right? But that
Right.
don't have nothing to do with whether or not he's gonna respect the relationship outside of that. These women need to learn, but they don't. They don't ever learn.
No.
There's a thin line between sweet and betraying yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she does, but I mean, she been dealing
Unfortunately.
with it so long, girl. She ain't going nowhere. Okay,